Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening with you? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good evening. I have been sick the past day and a half or so. Come to find out, I am dehydrated. So, of course, this is my second bottle. And I had everything else to drink in between. Water, juice, mango juice, yeah, that kind of shit. Stay hydrated, people. That's the best thing I can tell you right now. Stay hydrated, especially if you live in the desert like I do. I don't know. I think I'm drinking and I'm not. So there you go. There you have it. At any rate, we're getting ready to do Taurus weekend update. I'm sorry if I sound like a blue, but that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm not 100%. I'm trying to get there. But at any rate, we're going to do Taurus weekend update starting with Friday, September 10th. We're going to roll through we're going to roll through the 15th. Why the hell not? Next Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to roll through next Wednesday. That'll put us right at the middle of the month. Yes, sir. September is rolling right the fuck along. And I can't tell you, I have an app on my phone which actually told me the 9 or 8 planets that are actually retrograde. I know Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde on the 27th. We are most definitely in that funky shadow Mercury energy that happens right before it goes retrograde. I don't want to say this is going to be a bad Mercury retrograde. I really don't think that it's going to be. And what I'm feeling right now is that this is really going to be a people retrograde. This is not going to be, oh, my car, or my boat, or I lost the key. Or, no mechanical, not so much mechanical, but more of people that, I don't want to say, people that in your not too distant past that maybe you met, but you didn't really connect with or didn't fully hook up with, that kind of energy, those are going to be the types of situations that are going to float back around. Maybe people from your job, maybe you've changed or are going to change jobs, and you're going to just, as a matter of course, run into people that you've known before. And it actually has a pretty good feel to it. I am kind of excited for this time of this year because this will be, for a lot of us, the first set of holidays that we've actually been able to get together with our families because of vaccination or no vaccination, depending on which side of the coin you on. But this does not feel like it's going to be a real troublesome holiday season. I think it will have, for those of you that are in America and whatever part of the holidays that you celebrate, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, those of you like me that make a big stink out of Halloween, really a time of reunion and rejoice. So I'll just throw that out there and throw that up against the wall, see how that resonates with you. As we roll into the weekend on the cut, I don't know why I've been doing this cut shit. Don't ask me. I'm doing what Spirit tells me to do, and I go sit my ass down. That's how that goes. But on the cut, we got 2 major arcana. We got the 12 and the 13. How about that? The Hangman and the Death card, and just for numbers' sake, usually the Hangman comes before death. So it's usually when you have a change of perspective or a change of heart, there goes the transformation. This reading is going to have a lot to do with letting go of dependent ties. I can feel that now. So people that, and it's really like an old toxic energy, people that have probably been trying to hang around you or hang on, or even in some cases you may have been trying to hang on to people and hang around for just, you don't know what the fuck else to do, and you're just still kind of hoping and wishing and praying. because we are now officially in a new cycle with this past Sunday's new moon, or Monday, whichever. Was it Sunday? What day's the night? I think it was Monday, Sunday or Monday, either day. New moon, new energy, new cycle, new shit. Period. With a T at the end. So there are new things. Of course, you know, it's not going to be like Christmas and you just wake up and all the packages are going to be right there. So it's going to take a little bit to get into this cycle and see what's hot and what's not. There's definitely an energy right here, letting go of toxic situations. I'm going to put it that way because that's really the energy here. Although I know I have on here letting go of dependent ties. For some of you, or a very small few of you, this may be talking about kids that have gone to college and you're trying to readjust because they're not there or they're not home as much, dealing with that empty nester type thing. But really what's at the heart of all of this is decisions. And many of you are going to be making some serious decisions that are going to have a huge and profound impact on your life situation during this cycle. I can't make this shit up. Drastic decisions. There you go. Many of you, it's going to feel that way. It's going to feel like you've had to make a drastic decision to move forward. And just let me just say this. Coming out of this last cycle to me, and cycles can have many different time frames. A cycle could be a month, could be 3 months, could be 3 years, could be 7 years, 9 years, 20 years. For me, this is a 20-year cycle that's coming to a close or has come to a close. And actually throwing me probably into, and I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, what the fuck she just say? But actually for me, this will probably be the last 20-year cycle that I have. I think my next cycle after that will be rather short. Yeah, talking about dying. Hello, work it out. And I'm not one of these people that, oh, I'm going to die. I'm trying to predict the future and all that bullshit. No. But just understanding where I am in life. And so for me, it is very important right now that I have the right people in my life going through this last stretch. I've spent probably the better part of my life dealing with a lot of assholes I really didn't want to deal with. But they helped me grow. And that sometimes is not always the easiest thing to do, especially when you're dealing with people that you've given a lot to and they ain't give a shit, or that you've had a lot of heart for, and you know they just blew you off and acting like they didn't give a fuck. It's hard to grow through those circumstances. But nonetheless, I am here, and you all are here, so it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad. But think about, I would encourage you as we start this new cycle, think about the people. We really don't realize how much people suck up our time. Think about the people that you have in your experience, or the kinds of people you want to have in your experience. It sucks when you got a lot of people in your experience and, you know, you like them, but all they're trying to do is just suck the life out of you. Every time you get around them, you know, big drag on what you doing. So think about the people that you want in your experience, people you want in your life, kinds of people, kinds of experiences you want, because it is very important. When you get to this stage, you get in your 50s, start looking at how much time you wasted and how many things you didn't do. That's real talk right there. So, and once again, there's a death card. Talking about transformation and the sun. Challenge is justice. So, in all that I just said, many of you are gonna, the karma is just gonna play to you. Good karma coming back to you for things that you have done, helped other people do, kind of the universe's way, I want to say, of making up for any fucked up shit may have come your way. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wheel of Fortune. So, just what I said. Just what I said. It's time to make some, or at least begin making some decisions and start thinking about how you want things, who you want. Nope, that's 3. But if I were to take those, let me just show you what they are. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. So this is new shit coming. For many of you, it's new love that's coming. And many of you are going to have more than one good option. I know a lot of times you just end up with one good option out of like 50. Like, are you kidding? But for many of you, this is going to be a lot of good options. You can also play 2 jobs. A lot of good options in employment. Not just one good opportunity or maybe 2. Now you got a plethora. Google it. I know y'all like, what does plethora mean? Yeah, Google it. Plethora. And dear Miss Temperance, we got the backside of her about bringing balance back on top of that Justice card. So universe is kicking in right now on everybody's behalf and bringing things back to where they should be. I've had a couple people ask me in the past couple of weeks, why is all this stuff going on? And why is everything just all shook up? And why are people losing their jobs? And why? Because a lot of people are not where they're supposed to be. And it takes something like COVID, takes something like ending a war, takes something like a crazy housing market. You know, y'all like, yeah, because in housing in particular, because when people can't buy houses where they want to live, they end up having to go somewhere else. So just know that all this shit that's going on, it's going on for a reason. And a lot of people are in places that they shouldn't be in right now. Other people are not where they should be for a variety of reasons. People fucking up, people telling lies, people manipulating, and believe it or not, we are really coming out of an era of a lot of people telling a lot of bullshit ass lies so they can get their little funky off and do what they wanted to do. And it just displaced a lot of people. So a lot of that shit is very rapidly coming to an end. If you notice how many people are getting busted for doing dumb shit that they've been doing for a while, that is why. So that Temperance, on top of that Justice card, that's really the universe kicking in. Oh, that's interesting. It's the universe kicking in. We're going to take the Hierophant and putting her stamp of approval on some new shit. That part. This, as a challenge, only thing really you need to do is try to maintain some good balance. I know it's not always easy to get 100% in balance, but to try to have some good balance. Not too much of anything, not overdoing, not overeating, over drinking, over smoking, whatever it is you do, whatever your vices are, not overdoing, but doing things in moderation. And then on top of that, the Justice card talking about seeking opportunities to grow. So there's really not a whole lot here for you to do in the next few days as far as the challenge is concerned, because the universe is definitely in the mix and getting ready to correct some shit. Looking at the board, going tomorrow through next Wednesday, your overall energy talked about that death card on the cut. Changes, transformation and changes, and dealing with things that may have been obscured in the past. Many of you dealing with relationship situations, you're going to find out why things ended or stopped or whatever, where they were. For many of you, it's going to be third-party situations that you probably were aware of but weren't aware of the details. For others of you, this could be family situations. People were lying and hiding the truth, dealing with inaccuracies. And then as I say that, I see money. So also this may have to do with your money. You're feeling a lot of this. You're feeling the change. You're feeling the death card, the endings, the sudden changes, the people, you know, you got old people exiting, new people coming in. You're feeling all of this. This is what's up on top of your overall energy. On the bottom of your overall energy, the sun with the King of Wands. Honestly, looking at where you are, what this king is telling me, and becoming aware of your own power, your own determination, your own strength, and acting on it. The king is about action, and that it's the sun, you know, standing in your own power, basically, and being successful in doing so. Again, many of you are going to notice the changes. They're going to come quick. You're going to be like, oh, damn, what the hell? But again, that's the universe over here. The Justice card, the Temperance, kicking in, helping you bring that balance back. You know, many of you have been trying to do it, and there are things that are just totally beyond your control that have kept you from really energetically being more in balance. Let me say it like that. Just because things that you couldn't change, or things that you couldn't comment on, or people you couldn't talk to, or places you couldn't go, hence COVID. Universe kicking in and clearing all of that up and putting it right out there. Once again, I'm coming back to that Ace of Cups on top of the Death card, you know, the endings. And just because the Ace of Cups is what you guys would call in the reverse, the backside of this, it doesn't mean that the love is not there, but you're clearing up shit that you didn't know about before. Doesn't mean that the love isn't there, but it most definitely is about clearing up and cleaning up shit that you didn't know before and getting things out in the open. Some of you, you're going to have to turn around and deal with some shit from your past so you can move forward, sitting on top of that Death card, and look at the things that have been blocking you. Once again, I come right back to Justice and Temperance, universe kicking in and clearing up the shit that you can't. Tomorrow's energy with the Wheel of Fortune on top of the Eight of Swords. There's a level of fear here, and I feel it, and I'm sure many of you kind of feel it like, oh, it's something new, different, strange. Yeah, it's new, different, and strange, and that's what it should be. But this is also talking about, the Justice card I just said, seeking opportunities to grow. This is the energy where you begin to seize opportunities that are there for you. For many of you, these are opportunities that had it not been for COVID, or had it not been for whatever happening, wouldn't have been able to seize the opportunity. That's the Wheel of Fortune working to your benefit. So that's just a reminder. Even though with the Eight of Swords energy there, you're fearful, you're scared, and who isn't afraid of the unknown? But the fuck. But just know it's okay to move ahead. It's okay to seek out new opportunities, whether professionally or romantically or socially. It's okay. This is the energy that you do this. And for many of you, because like I said at the beginning, we're so close to this Mercury retrograde, it's going to be about people that you may have met in a more recent past, coming back and going, oh, I didn't know, well, da-da-da. That kind of energy. Keep your eyes open as we start this weekend. When we get to Saturday's energy, the King of Wands with the Judgment card. So you got Justice and Judgment. What the hell? Really getting everything out in the open. That's what this is telling me. This judgment and making decisions based on this. There are new people that are going to be entering your experience. For most of you, these are going to be the kinds of people you've been wanting to connect with. And for some of you, these are going to be people that you know, but you didn't know they like the same music that you like, because you never, this was something you never talked about, or you never had an opportunity to. Or people that you, like I said, in the recent past that you met, and you realize you're on the same wavelength. This judgment card, there's decisions here. And I know we just looked at decisions and drastic decisions. Both of those cards popped up on the cut, or after the cut. This is that energy and getting shit right out there in the light of day, that you see that bird, I'm going to say in shadow, because you don't really actually see the bird. You see the highlights of the bird. There's some divine activity going on here. There's some things that you need to make decisions on. And the universe is going to do what it needs to do to make sure that you have everything you need to make those decisions. Many of you have probably been kind of hemming and hawing around, particularly when it comes to people and friendships. But I knew yeah. Universe is getting ready to throw that shit right out there and show you what you need to know so you can make the decision. And then at that point, you have no reason not to. Major energy. Get to Sunday's energy, the Hermit with the Eight of Cups on top. If you are taking time to yourself, if you're taking this time to retreat, the universe is asking that you do not get into this emotional swamp bullshit. I only have 9 cups. I only have 4 cups. Fuck all of it. Focus on you. You're going to take some time. Focus on you. And I'm not going to say the self-care word, but it's not really about self-care so much as it is just retreating and reflecting. And that is a form of taking care of yourself. Really, it is. Because you got to give yourself time to digest things that have gone on, especially if they've been painful, especially where it relates to love or family, and you've just had fallings out with people. The thing to know here with this Eight of Cups is that falling star. So that falling star tells me that there are good things coming, but just don't get caught up in this emotional swamp. And it's easy to do. I'll be the first one to tell you, sit in the middle of my bed and cry, because it's like, the fuck. But it's don't. Instead, reflect. Reflect on the good and the positive that's coming towards you. And maybe reflect on which way do you want to go. This might not necessarily just be Sunday's energy, but I feel like something may be occurring, maybe Saturday or Sunday, that's going to kind of have you in or going into hermit mode. Just don't fall into this trap. We get to Monday's energy. The Empress. That is definitely Taurus all the way. On top of the King of Cups. Many of you are getting ready to get you. Most of you probably don't even see this, but there's, for many of you, relationships, and now we're talking romance and passion. For those of you that have had an incredible dry spell from the last 6 months or year, pack that shit up. It's over. With the Empress sitting on top of that King of Cups, there is definitely some new shit on the way. And I think I got love written on there somewhere on the Empress. The Empress is definitely Taurus energy. The difference with what is coming into your life now versus things that have come into your life in the past, you now know what you're worth. You now know who the hell you are. And you now know what's good and what's not good. That's where I know how to put that. For some of you, there may be a Pisces. This little fish is just popping up all over the place. Where did I just see him before? Another card I had up. And the little fish was popping out. I think I put it back in the stack. But you look on that King of Cups and the little fishy. So you may be dealing with a Pisces. This is all about new shit. This is all about new shit. Even if it's a reboot, I don't get a lot of reboot energy here. I think most of you have dealt with whatever past relationship stuff to some greater or lesser extent. Once again, this little set of cards back here is coming into play. Universe going to help you work that out. And if you haven't, the universe is going to do the rest of it. So this is newer energy. People you don't really know well. They seem like they're good and cool or whatever. But this is about people you really don't know that well and stepping into that creative energy. So this is all about you knowing your worth, having vision for your future with the King of Cups. It's good energy because there's healing energy between the Empress and the King of Cups. There's healing energy there. So as you get into these new relationships and new situations, you begin to heal the parts that you weren't able to heal on your own. Because a lot of times we have things that need to be healed, but we can't really heal them by ourselves. We need to have someone else reflect where we are. And so that's all that new energy, new creative energy right there. Keep your eyes open for new opportunities. Tuesday's energy, Page of Cups on top of the Ace of Cups. Some of you will be, you're not going to know this yet. Oh, there's my little fish. There's that damn Pisces. You can see a little fish right there. So some of you dealing with a Pisces or somebody that's got Pisces in their chart, or I'll open it up and just say water somewhere prominently in their natal chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, whatever. But the Page of Cups on top of the Ace of Cups, many of you are getting ready to start down a new path. And, you know, you're just like, oh, another situation, But really, I got it written up there, marriage, pregnancy. And that brings me back to the Empress. That creative energy. Having a baby is creative energy. Relationship is creative energy. New job, creative energy. Many of you are not just dealing with one aspect. You could be getting a new job, new love, all kind of shit coming. Keep your eyes open. The message here with this turtle back here is to go ahead. It's okay to move slow because things now are going to be for you. So you're not going to have to have that sense of urgency. Oh, I got to hurry up and do something. It's going to leave. She's going to leave. The job going to end up. No. Take your damn time now. Shit's on your watch. That's what I'm saying. Time for you. This is all for you. So there's no need to run out the door because now you're dealing with a better set of circumstances, a better set of people. Take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. That part. Wednesday's energy. Once again, we got the Wheel of Fortune with the Hierophant. Pregnancy with this Hierophant. Let me tell you what the Hierophant is really talking about and what I'm feeling and hearing. See that split apple down there? Here's what I hear. Equal give and take. So many of you are getting ready to get off into situations, especially if you're coming out of situations where you gave more, you did more, you called more, you texted more, you more, you. That game is over. Definitely about some equal give and take. On the other side of this, some of you may find out that you are pregnant or someone close to you is pregnant. If you're a guy, maybe your girl is pregnant, sister's pregnant, something like that. However this resonates with you, this baby's going to have a big impact on your life. To put that out there. This is all sitting on the Wheel of Fortune. The message here is that you're not going to have just one road to travel. And many of you may be traveling more than one road. You see all that shit going on this card? Versus, we're still talking about opportunity seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment. You're going to have more than one moment to choose from. There you go. And again, this is shit back here. All this shit back here. Universe kicking in like, yeah, well, it was like that before. Not going to be like that now. For a very, very small cross-section of you, it can be either an old job or an old relationship circling back around through the wheel of fortune, and it will be different. This is not for a lot of people. And this is probably a situation you've long forgotten or gotten over. And boom, you think it's all done, and here they come. Take your time. That turtle. Where's that character at? That turtle. Take your time. Because now you're in the energy where you don't have to rush. You feel like you're missing out on something. Because what's going on is about you. So it ain't going nowhere till it's done. Till you're done with it. Person, place, or thing. It ain't going nowhere. So take your time. Take your time. Enjoy all of it. Don't be just rushing to get to the end of it. Enjoy all of it. The beginning, the middle, and the end. I don't know why I have been so drawn to this trifecta of cards, if you will, for the past couple of weeks, but I have. And they have been speaking volumes to me. Sit back and watch. Maybe some situations around you. Once again, that Hermit card. Don't let yourself get into an emotional swamp. Sit back and watch. Go hang with your friends. I did this. This popped up about 15 days ago, maybe 10 days ago, in one of the Taurus readings. And last weekend, this is what I did. I'll be damned. I had a marvelous time. So go hang with your friends. You get an opportunity, go hang out with your group. Go do it. It will do wonders for you. I know my cousin had an opportunity to go hang with some of her peeps last weekend. She had a good time. It's that energy that we're in right now. And I know for a lot of you, this is foreign. It feels weird because we've been under so much stress. And Uranus, and this, and that, and the job, COVID, blah. Energy is changing. Energy is changing. I will say, by the time we get to October, I'm talking to Tauruses now, strictly Taurus. By the time we get to October, things are going to feel quite a bit different than they do right now for many of you. All this sad, anxious bullshit is getting ready to go the way of the dodo bird. Think about it first. Talking about who you're letting into your circle. Think about, I think I started this out by saying, think about the people you want in your experience. Think about it before you go running off and, hey, I'll be your friend. Think about it. Put some intention behind it. A lot of times we end up with people just by chance, we used to go to church together, we went to school together, whatever. Now, Energy Universe is asking you to think about who you want, what you want your experience to look like. One more, please, Universe. One more. Oh, pop that right out. Fix a meal. Oh, that's funny. I just told somebody I was going to cook for them next weekend. There it is. Fix a meal. Fix a meal. Or plan on fixing a meal. This is not really energy, especially on a romantic point where you want to go to the restaurant and get wined and dined. You want to fix a meal. You want to show somebody you're true, authentic. And if you can't cook, come up with something. Try something. Do an hors d'oeuvre. Shit. Get a bag of some pizza rolls or something. Put them in the microwave. Put them in the stove. But it's about you. You doing it. It's going to make the difference in the outcome. My Taurus babies, I love you. I love you so much. I know one of you that watches my channel is sick with COVID. Baby, we're praying for you. We love you, and we are wishing only good health for you. The rest of y'all, stay safe. Wear a mask if you need to. Run through the China shop if you have to. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. Ta-ta.